Inc. Today, we're deep diving into one of the most vibrant and rapidly evolving sectors in India, the automobile market. From affordable cars to the rise of electric vehicles, the landscape is changing fast. We're joined today by Manish Mishra, the CEO of Harklet Media, who is our parent company, who will help us navigate through the trends, challenges, and innovations shaping India's automobile landscape. Thank you so much for being here, Animesh.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Mitch. It's always pleasure to talk to you about this fascinating industries, and thanks for having me on your all last podcast. And India's automobile sector is truly at a turning point right now, from traditional fuel-driven vehicles to shift towards electric mobility, LNG, CNG, PNG, hydrogen cars as well. Excited to be here. Anyway, let's begin the podcast.
Excellent, yes, and thank you. Excellent, thank you. And thank you for being on our podcast so many times. It really helps our listeners that you share your vast knowledge about all of these different sectors. So let's start with the big picture. India's automobile market has seen significant growth over the years. What do you think have been the main drivers behind this growth, and how has the market evolved?
Hmm. India's automobile industry has grown rapidly due to multiple factors. Economic growth and rising disposable income have allowed more middle class families to afford vehicles, which was luxury just a few decades ago. Urbanization has played a big role too. More people are migrating to cities where having a personal vehicle is often necessary due to inadequate public transport systems. Another major driver is the ease of financing. Earlier, purchasing a car required a large upfront payment, but now banks and NBFC offer car loans with low interest rate and flexible EMI options, making ownership more accessible. Additionally, infrastructure development such as new highways, expressway has boosted car demands, especially in semi-urban and rural areas. Technological advancements also play a part. Modern cars come with fuel efficient engines, improved safety features, and high tech infotainment systems, making them more appealing. The shift towards electric vehicles and hybrid technologies further reshaping the industry. Thus, also, Indians have got good purchasing power parities since it is now the world's fastest growing economy. So yeah, means people are now getting money to means drive the vehicles. Middle class population in India is rising, urbanization is rising, so these are the reasons of the growth of automobile market in India.
It's fascinating to see how the market has evolved from primarily two wheelers to more four wheel vehicles. What are some of the top selling models in India, and why do you think these particular cars have become so more popular?
The shift from two wheelers to four wheelers is driven by several factors, primarily rising incomes and changing consumer preferences, and climate change as well. Right, a growing number of families now prioritize comfort and safety, which four wheelers offer over two wheelers. Many first time car buyers are skipping hatchbacks and options for SUVs directly due to their robust build, better road presence, and added securities as well, right? Another major factor is India's unpredictable and unpredictable road conditions. SUVs provide higher ground clearance and better suspension because we have most of the roads are hilly and we have a lot of speed breakers in the roads, right? So we need like better suspension here and making them ideal for Indian roads, which are often uneven or poorly maintained. Additionally, modern SUVs are no longer the bulky, guzzling vehicles they once were. Compact and mid-size SUVs now offer great mileage, modern features, and affordability, making them a popular choice. Social status also plays a role. Owning an SUV is often seen as a symbol of success. The availability of multiple model across price ranges has further driven SUVs adoptions. So this could be the reason, shifting of the drives.
Perfect. Now let's talk about the major players in the automobile market. Maruti Suzuki has been the dominant force for years. What makes Maruti Suzuki so successful, and how have they managed to hold on to such a large share of the market?
Hmm. India's best-selling cars are a mix of compact hatchbacks, sedans, and SUVs. Maruti Suzuki remains the undisputed leader, but now, like Tata and Mahindra is also leading because of their upcoming new series of electric cars. because they have shifted into the technologies. But still, if we do talk about the dominating market here, with the undisputed leadership of Suzuki, models like Swift, Baleno, Wagoner dominating the sales due to their affordability, fuel efficiency, and extensive service network. Hatchback remains popular in cities due to ease of parking and low maintenance cost. However, SUVs are catching up fast, like Tata Nexon, Hyundai Creta, Kia Seltos have emerged as top-selling models thanks to the premium features and strong build quality. Another interesting trend is the increasing demands for electric vehicles like Tata Nexon EVs, Tiago EV have been well received, proving that the shift towards electric mobility is always underway. Consumer today's prioritize not just affordability but also design, technology, and safety, which is why brands that offer a mix of these elements are performing well in the market. So that could be the reason, by the way. And yes, international brands are always doing good in India, like BMWs, Toyota. Toyota Fortuner is one of the most popular, top selling SUVs in India. And there are like several trucks like Toyota Hilux as well. And yeah, that's so it is.
Now you me- Now you mentioned Tata Motors. They've been gaining ground with some impressive models like the Nexon and the electric Tigor. How have they positioned themselves in this competitive market?
So Tata being one of the premier electric, car producer in India, they have shifted themselves from being retrofit to um, the born electric, like which are completely based on electric platforms. And Tata is one of the most, means powerful car in the world, with most robust steel, and the bodies that they are using comes with 5-star safety ratings in India. Second thing, Tata is really having their own charging infrastructures across India, becoming because they are one of the richest automobile company, not just in India but across the world, because they own Jaguar, they own Range Rover, they own Land Rover, right? And now they are going to own Ford Motors as well. So they have a bigger charging infrastructures across India and in many other countries across the world. So because of that, they stand out in the crowd for the electric vehicle, and probably is going to compete with Tesla.
While the market has grown rapidly, there are still several challenges facing the Indian automobile industry. One major issue is traffic congestion in cities. How does this affect car sales, and are automakers responding in any way?
See, you know what? This is not a part of an automakers, by the way, right? Because that's where the synergies between the automakers, government, and the construction companies comes away. So as Indian cities are rapidly growing, the cities infrastructures are also growing. Like we are now getting elevated roads, we are now getting underpasses, we are now getting like means multi-level car parking. So that way means with the enhancement of road infrastructure, city infrastructure, even the car growth is now taking play off. And yes, we already have got world's largest highway network, so it is not a problem anymore outside of the cities. But within the cities, since because of the rising population in India and also the rising number of cars in India, uh, city is requiring more infrastructures inside, like elevated roads and all. But like government is encouraging people to use more of our public infrastructures, like metro train and RRTS, monorail, and city buses, trams. So yeah, because of that, like it's all coming along. Maybe in next coming 10 years, this issue will also be resolved with the advancement of more of our infrastructures in the cities. Cities like Delhi, Mumbai, uh, Bangalore, they already have got elevated roads, and they are about to start in cities like Mumbai. Already, they are already working on reducing the traffic system over there by building like trans harbor roads. So yeah, means it's coming along with the infrastructures and advancement in the technologies and advancement in the automobile too.
One of the most exciting trends in the India automobile market is the rise of electric vehicles, or EVs. How do you see the EVs evolving in India, and which brands are leading the way?
Hmm. Still, like, tough to say which brand is leading the way. But right now, I guess so. I could not quote. But I see Tata is having the maximum electric personal vehicle on the road. Right. And even though electric buses, if we see, Tata is having the most. Uh, Mahindra just has arrived in electric with BE60 as one of the most advanced car as seen in the world today, as it is already remarked, and has become the highest book cars in India and Australia. Right. And then BYD, a Chinese company who they are also selling in India. Hyundai is also selling in India. uh, Tesla would come in India soon. I'm not sure about that. So right now, Tata is leading, and they're standing alone in this market because of their first movement advantage, non-retrofit cars, and like higher infrastructure capability and affordability, and good technology as well. Safety comes the first.
What role is the Indian government playing in supporting the growth of EVs and sustainable transportation?
For supporting the growth of EV, government is basically giving subsidies to both manufacturer and consumers. So for ICE engine, petrol, diesel, other cars, you mostly pay higher road taxes. That's where they are only asking for a few taxes, like means for the purchase of any electric cars. And also manufacturer does not have to pay a lot of taxes for the manufacturing. Sales taxes are less comparison to the ICE cars. And on the roads, even if you are riding, toll taxes are less comparison to the ICE cars. So in short, they are subsidizing. Second thing, government is also installing a lot of public infrastructures, mostly on the highways, to support long distance travel of the electric cars. So suppose if you're going from Delhi to Mumbai, it's approximately around 1200 kilometers. Now you can ride an electric car because now they have got public infrastructures on the road installed by the government. So government is subsidizing to customers, subsidizing to car manufacturer, which would help them to manufacture. They're also giving grants for, like means doing research and development of the newer technologies, helping doing the ease of business for the international and national car companies, and also like helping them in installing the new infrastructures.
Big change will be in the Indian automobile industry.
I'm sorry, could you repeat again, like you cut off in middle?
Oh, sorry. So, looking into the future, what do you think the next big change will be, or changes will be, in the Indian automobile industry?
So if I would look into the market yet, see, we are exporting the cars, not to the world. Like we are the highest exporters of two wheeler because we have like means degrowth the market of two wheelers in India. Not a lot of people are like getting two wheelers. They are mostly like relying on four wheelers cars. So we are exporting our two wheelers mostly to Thailand, Sri Lanka, and African countries. Right. Second thing, the automobile market in India is growing by 11.9%, which is largest in the world and has become second largest in the world. Indian automobile market is second largest in the world. So with the advancement of newer technologies, encouragement of the sales, definitely newer technologies would come into the market, like ADAS level 3, 4, 5, and self-driving technologies with the AGI involvement in the cars. Probably would be like newer technologies too, with the newer batteries technologies, newer electric technologies, or maybe newer hydrogen cars, newer LNGs. Right. So could be there, and just not for the personal vehicles, also for the commercial vehicles and like heavy size vehicle too. So yeah, I mean, the market is growing and advancing a lot, and not on the luxury side, but also on like affordability and technology as well, and with the infrastructures too.
It seems like the Indian automobile mar- it seems like the Indian automobile market is gearing up for some exciting transformations. Thank you so much for these insights, Animesh.
Mm.
I'm sure our listeners will walk away with a much deeper understanding of the Indian car market. And thank you, listeners, for tuning in today to the episode on the automobile market in India. From electric vehicles to the rising SUV demand, India's car market is one to watch. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Stay tuned for more episodes on as we continue to explore the rest of the Asian culture. Thank you, and we'll see you next time. Thank you, NMS, for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Mitch. It was really a pleasure of mine being here. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Thank you. You as well, and have a good day, everybody.
Bye bye.